What's up with it, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT and also Polo Sports News Plus. Coming at y'all with another video. Uh, this is kind of, I would say, a combination of several different things. This is going to be the reaction to the press conference, the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury press conference, and hit the like and hit the sub, and also hit the notification as well, so you'll be able to get who's going to win the fight, okay? And also, how can Deontay Wilder perform this time around? Because there's many different things that have taken place with Deontay Wilder, coming into this next fight right here. Okay, so I give y'all some time to get in. Hope everybody feeling good. Uh, Want to give a shout out to, I think I did it in the last video, but I'll say it again. I want to give a shout out to Amir, uh, Amir for being a new subscriber. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And over here, Polo Sports Talking ENT, we doing several different things all at once, man. So, you know me, man, I'm random. Don't like to do many different things, man. So I thank you for coming into the community, man. And it's Lions Den all day. Never. All right, look. Everybody talk. Well, at least the vast majority of people are talking about this fight right here. Now, if you're a boxing fan, you already know what's getting ready to happen. On July the 24th, uh, Deontay Wilder is going to face Tyson Fury in the trilogy matchup between these two heavyweights. Uh, if you if you're living up under a rock, if you hiding in your mom's closet, or uh, haven't kept up with the times, this is a this is the tale of two individuals that do not like each other. They're both looking for some sort of revenge on each other, and this is heavily anticipated. I mean, in my opinion, this is a heavily anticipated bout right here. Okay, now the last fight, if you recall, between these two individuals, it came down to a, uh, a TKO. It was stopped. The fight was stopped because Deontay Wilder had been knocked down in the fight to the point where he, he had lost his equilibrium, and he was unable to perform 100%. Uh, you know, what's up, JMJ21? I see you. I see you in the building. Now, for Deontay Wilder, And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna talk about the press conference. The stare down was was the was the highlight of that press conference. Just a straight stare down by Deontay Wilder. Okay, did not have nothing to say, and he just stood there. And that to me is is a guy that has, this has been on his mind. This has been on his mind for, two. I think it's been, roughly 2 years. This has been on his mind with everything that's been taking place in the country, with, uh, with everything that's being said about Deontay Wilder, with the fact that Tyson Fury has been celebrating this victory and has had the belt for quite some time, and also the conspiracy, that the whole glove issue and stuff like that, which I will not get into because I don't believe in any type of conspiracies and stuff like that. I'll delve into that one day, but right now we just have to call it what it is. Tyson, he got the victory. He won last time, and now Deontay Wilder has to avenge that loss. Let's just call it what it is. He has to avenge that loss. Um, but my thoughts on the press conference, man, I think it definitely was a good build up. I think that both of these fighters. Now that I'm talking about it, focus. Some people might get uh, the vibe that Tyson Fury isn't focused, but I don't believe that for a second at all because I think Tyson Fury he's out for blood as well. I mean, literally, like he was last time when he was trying to lick the blood of Deontay Wilder. Like this guy is, he wants to fight as well. But the only difference is that Deontay Wilder has had time to really think about this loss, and a lot of people were coming down on Deontay Wilder. Let's just call it what it is. Some people were even wondering if he was going to fight again. Some people felt like it took a toll on him mentally because after the fight, he ended up firing. Well, he fired his boxer, his trainer in Breland, which anybody can disagree with me if they want to, but I don't agree with that. I don't feel like he should have did that because Breland was trying to save his life and also save his livelihood and save his career as well. Because if had he kept fighting, there would have been several things that could have taken place. And then what would we have been saying? All you would have been talking about is, oh yeah, Breland, he should have threw in the towel, or why did you let him fight? He would have had to answer to his family. He would have had to answer to his wife. He would have had to answer, to his kids later on in life. And that's the part that people don't get. Yes, I understand that he wanted to go out on the shield. I'm not knocking that about Deontay Wilder. I'm not knocking that at all. But you got to realize that that man was really looking out for you. I believe that he was looking out for Deontay Wilder more so than himself. I don't believe that he Breeden was looking out for himself. If that was the case, then he would have just said, probably got him in the corner and slapped him and said, "Hey, wake up, man! You. This is a big fight and everything." When he was down on the scorecard, he would have did some stuff like that. So I have a different, my perspective is different on that. You know, Deontay Wilder has had nothing but time, but to train, to get himself right mentally, psychologically, and as well as physically. He's had time to do that. Now, how is he going to perform? That's the big question. He came with a new type of training, and also coupled with the fact that he's learning how to actually box this late in his career. Some people disagree with me. I think that it's a wonderful thing that he's doing it. That I said this to everybody, and I'm on record saying this. Deontay Wilder is a killer, no doubt. With the knockout, he's a knockout artist. Okay, but if he was a boxer like that could actually box and had defensive skills and movement around the ring, like like a Mayweather or like a Roy Jones, there's nobody on the planet Earth that would be able to defeat Deontay Wilder. Just from that aspect alone, because he's already got the height, he's already got the power, and he's already got the killer mentality to want to destroy his opponent. So you throw in defense, you throw in actual boxing, jab, uh, shoulder roll, whatever, in there, full counter. Nobody would be able to stop Deontay Wilder. It would be virtually impossible. If you fought a guy like Joshua, he would run circles around Joshua. If if he had boxing, I believe he could beat Joshua now. I believe any boxer could beat any boxer if they put their mind to it. You know, and for Tyson Fury, uh, I'm quite sure that he's been in the gym, he's been working, he's been focused on this fight too as well. The people been wanting to see this, and I'm glad that they're doing it. I'm glad that they're not waiting. I mean, they had to wait a little bit because of everything, the situation that's going on in the country. That's understandable. That's understandable. Who do I think that's gonna win in my perspective? At first, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I had Tyson Fury winning again for the simple fact that he was just a better all around fighter than Deontay Wilder. That's not to say that Tyson Fury is more powerful or anything like that, but it's just that Tyson Fury was going to try to win on actual fundamental boxing. That's why I said that he will win. But now I've been able to kind of look and and, and look at what Deontay Wilder, look at his presentation yesterday, and I said to myself, I said, Deontay Wilder, if he has this look right here, this means that he's out for murder. You know, he's out to definitely make his presence felt. He wants to show the world that it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since he's been in the ring, and he hasn't wasted that time. He hasn't wasted that time. He's been in the gym. He's been able to get his thoughts together, I mean, when you lose a fight, and when you get defeated, and people constantly talk about it, people constantly, put that energy out there and say, hey, look, man, you're not this anymore, man. What's going on with you? All these different things. How could you not only stay silent throughout the course of a press conference? Deontay Wilder is out for murder. He doesn't even need to say anything anymore. He's done enough talking. He did enough talking. Young, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was my bad, man. I had fell out. I had fell out for a little bit. Um, man, this right here, everybody, the world has been waiting for this. The world, y'all say what y'all want. I know. We got Pacquiao and Earl Spence coming. Okay, I know Oscar De La Hoya coming on the 16th. I know that Benavidez is looking for blood against Canelo. Okay, I know that Charlo got a fight coming up too as well. I know all these other. I know Clarissa Shields. She just want to fight. But everybody wants to see this fight right here. Am I lying, y'all?
Mm-mm.
I want to see it. My mother, hey, man, I'm trying to chill out with the cursing, young. Shout out to my boy Carsino. He's trying to drop some gems on me and everything about trying to slow down the cursing and stuff. But shout out to Carsino. But look, young, you already know what I'm feeling right now. That press conference, it said everything. It said everything about Deontay Wilder. Now the biggest thing now, how do you feel that he's gonna come in and be, with the added stuff to his repertoire?
Mm-hmm.
You there, young?
Oh yeah, what you saying?
No, no. I was asking you a question. I asked you, how do you feel that he's gonna come in with the added boxing the added boxing fundamentals to his repertoire.
Wilder?
Yeah,
Uh, to me,
you sound like you sleep or something, man. You all right?
no.
Yeah, because you sounded like me like that one day when I was sleeping. Shit.
Just no, just stretching. No, to me, to me, I feel like this fight here, Wilder this is his chance now because ain't no you can't make no excuses now. No, now this gonna be the third fight, and then if he loses fight, he better not make any excuses about that fight. If he lose that fight, he can't make any excuses now. Cannot.
Right.
And seeing the press conference on. No, he tried to play quiet and focused. No, but I think he feel annoyed. I think he feel annoyed that Furry, Furry. That he got annoyed about Furry because he really want to say something, but he always got his headphones like I ain't gonna say nothing because and and this fight right here, it just see because you remember the last time they fought remember the last time they fought Wilder was giving him was giving it to him, like boom, boom, and then Furry didn't get knocked out. Furry didn't get rocked about that hit. So, that's one thing. And Wilder need to play very defensively. He just can't be just. I hope we're gonna see a different Wilder because this Wilder, because we not. I don't want to see the Wilder that throw these wild ass punches. No, I want to see Wilder just be his technique, his defense, high combination, his jab, watch, how his movement. I just don't want to see a guy just go up there and just hit you with wild punches, like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
It's like I want to see different Wilder. I want to see a different Wilder. If he doesn't do something different, then Fury got the advantage. So it's me that I want to see a different Wilder in this fight, a different one.
So do you? Okay, who are you taking in the fight? Me. I'm gonna be real with you. I got Wilder because at first I'm not gonna lie to you. I did have Fury at first, but I said because this is my thing, young, and I don't know if you heard me saying this earlier. I said that Wilder with boxing skills, he could be the best fighter on the planet easily. With boxing skills and defensive skills, he could easily be the best fighter on the planet if he had those to his repertoire. But the fact that he doesn't, and he's just a one-dimensional fighter, and he's a knockout artist, and a powerful striker or puncher, whatever you want to call it. Uh, that's just the only thing that leaves me from saying that. But I wanted to know who you have because I picked Wilder to win.
Hmm. Who I feel gonna win the third fight. Hmm. I know.
Not triple.
I was depends on how heavy Deontay Wilder's ring walk costume is. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
It depends. To me, it depends on how Wilder is. But for me, I would say Wilder. If he learns how to defend and fight going backwards, see how I can end differently.
That's
I
a
want
good point.
to see how I
Good
can
point.
fight going backwards. I would definitely give him that fight. But if Furry comes in that ring with that size and still and have that skill and IQ, know what he's doing, then Wilder's gonna be in some trouble. But I'll say some Wilder because he gotta has that fight backwards and play defender and have a high skill and IQ to even match with this guy.
Right.
And you gotta have that because this guy, I think I think he should look back on the second fight and overcome those mistakes and turn to need to fix. so they become better. So yeah, Wilder.
Well, I think that that Wilder he's gonna come in better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, like even though there was all this conspiracy stuff like that was going on, I glanced at it a little bit, but I said at the end of the day, you still had to get in there. You had to fight. All the excuses, I think, are what kind of made me kind of look at Wilder and be like, come on, man. After he said about the costume, his costume, oh well, it was a little too heavy, so that's why. Come on, man. You listen. You chose to wear that, nigga. You chose to come up in there with black magic. You know what I'm saying? You chose to come up in there, with that ring entrance. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have nobody but to blame but yourself. We got to stop that. Just have that mentality and just say, okay, hey, look, I lost. I'm gonna come back and fight a better fight next time. But the fact that you can't handle your old being gone, it made me look at him differently. Canelo's old, been gone for a while. He only got one loss on his record. You see, it hasn't stopped him, and he still remains the best fighter nowadays. Uh, there's plenty of fighters. Manny Pacquiao, he hasn't had an O in I don't know how long, and he got losses on his record. But guess what? He's not ducking any smoke. He's still going out there, and people consider Manny Pacquiao one of the greatest fighters to do it in this generation as well. Not taking nothing away from him. Also, you got to realize you got Sean Porter. Like some people they might not put Sean Porter up there, but I do because Sean Porter he got a couple of losses on his record, but he doesn't duck any smoke still, and that's what you have to respect. But the fact that you lost one and you can't handle it, and you sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, this happened, that happened, and all this other stuff. I didn't want to hear that. Now, what you did in the press conference, the silent treatment, all that stuff. Okay, silence moving in silence is the best thing sometimes. But
Hmm.
like you said, young, and you're on point with this. You have to go in there and you have to prove that all this time that you've taken out, it has to be worth something. It's time. You've had what 2 years, young? Has it been 2 years?
Shoot, probably more than that. Probably like
Yeah, it seems like it's been like two. I'm like, man, like because the country is going through what it went through and everything like that, which I understand. You've had more than enough time.
Mhm.
We have to see what happens, man. And me personally, I don't like what he did when he fired Breland. But what you think about that, man? How he fired his trainer, man? I didn't like when he did that.
Um, I feel pissed. I was mad about that as well. That like because as fighters, you gotta trust in your trainer. Fire not for trainer because he didn't let you go. He didn't let you go leave. That's a problem, right? That's a problem right there. And to me, seeing this at the time, I'm not gonna say today's Wilder. Like at the time of Wilder, he's clearly one of the yes men around. And guys, Jay Deal was the biggest yes man going. And 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 it's true. No one can't. You can't tell. That's one thing about Wilder. You can't tell Wilder anything. He's ultra sensitive. Even Floyd told him. Floyd said that he needs to work on his jab and stuff and a few other things, and he got all sensitive called Floyd Hater. Remember that Polo?
Yeah, yeah, I
And
remember.
and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. You have to listen to your trainer. You have to listen what he is because he's providing your safety because mind you, we see some lot of boxers die in that ring. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so so I don't get why would you fire your trainer for trying basically saving your life. You could have died. You could have died in that ring, Wilder. So in in I feel like it's a bunch of yes men and massive egos. I feel like there's massive egos and at time of the fight, and I feel like he should. I feel like at the time, I feel like Wilder should just swallow that loss and kept training, and kept focusing, just focusing and fight. I feel like he should have went to hiatus. I feel like he shouldn't take a break. I feel like he should have just accepted that loss and just keep training and fight some good some decent heavyweights so he could get better and get heavy and fight those very types of guys 2 years before. I feel like he should have done that move, but he didn't. But yeah, that's how I feel about that situation.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point. Like he saved his life. He saved his life. He saved his livelihood, man, and he saved his career. Um, listen, if he'd have let him fight Young, guess what? The situation wouldn't have been any better neither. You know why? Because if he'd have died in the ring, guess what? Then he would have had to answer to his family. He would have had to answer to his wife. He would have had to answer to his kids later on in life. He would have had to answer to people that was close to him. He would have had to answer to this person, that person. People, media would have been all on it. Oh well, Breland, he should have stopped the fight and da 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 da. So you can't win. It's sort of like the whole the KD situation, being a double-edged sword. So it, I'm glad he stopped the fight. Yeah, I know you want to go out on your shield, Wilder. I know that, man. Man, everybody wants to go out and put their life on the line and everything. But man, come on, really, man? Nah, bro. I can't have that. You thinking, okay, yeah, this ain't no Rocky movie with Apollo Creed dying. Nah, this is real life, man. This ain't no you fighting Ivan or no shit like that. Nah, this is real life, buddy. And Apollo Creed, Apollo Creed is a fictional character in the movie. You're a real life boxer that's actually doing this thing that that's actually getting paid millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start. We got to stop all this. There's a lot of people that, oh yeah, he was right for firing Breland and stuff like that. Man, y'all need to shut the hell up
We
with
don't
that
even know.
cap.
We don't know. They don't even know what trainers boxing do. They just doing things. Like that just they just making ridiculous stuff, because they fans of Wilder.
I got a lot of respect, for Wilder and everything, but when he did that, and then also came with these excuses and stuff like that, it's just that he couldn't handle losing. Some guys can't handle losing.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was done. I thought he was done, young. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think Wilder wanted to come back and fight, but the fact that he's coming back to fight, that tells me a lot about him. That tells me, okay, he wants to avenge that loss, and that's what the greats used to do. Whether it was Muhammad Ali, whether it was, let me see who this,
Yeah,
this,
definitely. Like Mama Lee went on when he and
oh,
when him and Joe Frazier, when he lost that first fight, he wanted to get that revenge. Want to get the second fight. Like with Flo, definitely with Roy Jones Jr. He didn't know he got disqualified by Monte Griffin, and he wanted to rematch immediately. He wanted to avenge that loss
immediately, yeah, yeah, yeah.
immediately. And it's like to me, Wilder he wanted to avenge that loss just to get the Joshua. I feel like to me, I think that's what his plan was to get. He had to get Fury first. He said, "In order to get Joshua, I got to knock this down, knock this guy first, then I get Joshua." So I feel like that's his plan was.
and I felt like Joshua was happy that Deontay Wilder lost or whatever. But even though I still think that Joshua would lose to Wilder, that's just my personal opinion. Omar Page, you said that stare down was epic, intense as fuck. Yeah, it was. And but Young brought up a good point. Yeah, you doing all that staring and all that. I didn't even see it that way, but you doing all that staring. But man, now it's either put up or shut up. You can stare all day and do all this other stuff, man. But if your performance ain't great in the ring, it's gonna tell not only with the judges and the scorecard and when they actually choose the decision, but the people are gonna know it too. You have to come out here. Go ahead, you got it, bro. Oh, no, you have to go out there and you have to perform. There's no questions about that. And Omar, man, I like Deontay Wilder. I wish he would have accepted that offer from Mayweather Senior to work with him with his boxing. If he worked with Mayweather Senior, man, nobody beating Deontay Wilder. Nobody, nobody,
Hmm.
absolutely nobody. Say what y'all want. Roger and Mayweather Senior, and even Jeff. I give it to Jeff too. I know a lot of people don't really deal with the Mayweathers and all that other stuff, but I like Jeff, and I used to like Roger. Floyd Senior sometimes, man, you know, I don't know, he's a little bit iffy sometimes. But R.I.P. to Roger Mayweather too. But man, those were like the best trainers, man. Those are the best trainers, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens, man. Anything final that you got to say, Young? Because I know everybody, man. They think boxing is dead. Me and you probably the only ones that still think. And my boy Costino, my boy Monty Brown TV, goes up to his page, and my boy 78 Sports and Blood Boxing. Guys like us, man, we don't think boxing is dead. I don't think boxing is dead.
Yeah, but yeah, it did. But to me, I say no. I was wrong on Carissa Sands. I was wrong on that. Um,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, I'm glad. Listen, it could have went either way, but I know what you and True the King were trying to say.
yeah.
It was that it's hit or miss. Nobody has really made that transition, but she set a trend. She went in there and she set a trend that okay, maybe there is maybe boxers can survive in an octagon. But now she still has to. It's not done yet. She still got to perform. In order to get to the elites, like with get up there with Nunez and all them. You know what I'm saying? She got a long way to go with that. But does she have potential? Absolutely.
Yeah. Cause like, I didn't know she had a. I didn't know that Carissa had a great good takedown defense. Um,
Uh
I was
huh.
like, oh, I was like, whoa, hold it now. I was like, whoa, she got takeout defense, and then she was grounding and pounding. So that's one thing that shocked me more, that she's very good on, definitely good. She's definitely a good striker and a good grounded pound performer, and very good takeout defensive.
Absolutely, man. And Young, I want you to keep an eye on something. Listen, uh, let me. I'm glad I got your ass on here. Man, damn, man, why the fuck I talk to you, Young? I talk about boxing, man. It's like I could go all day with this motherfucker. Look,
Mm,
that Jaron Ennis, Jaron Ennis, he's on the come up, man.
Gerard Ennis.
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
Hmm.
They've been his name been surfacing. Look out for him. Of course, I've already said this, and I'm on record to say this. Uh, there are two guys that I think that are going to just straight up take over everything. I kind of exited Tank out of there because Tank has it doesn't seem to be that focused. I still got faith in Devin Haney, but Shakur Stevenson, man. People are sleeping on him too, man. Shakur Stevenson, man, that dude is definitely gonna take over in the next
I give
couple
him,
years.
Shakur, I give him 2 more years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just give him 2 more years. Two
he
more
still
years.
got some work to do, but look, him and Jerron Ennis, just go check him out, man. Earl Spence has already said that this guy's next in line.
I don't really, not, nah, I don't really see that. To me, I feel, um, him definitely, definitely. I heard about in his name on Instagram on the ESPN box. I see him just knocking dudes out. Um, I would say, to me, the next fight to me, who I see me the next fighter to me is definitely shit. It's a lot, it's a lot of them. This guy, this guy Elvis, this guy named Elvis.
Right.
And this man, phew, I just see him, just Robertson, Robertson, or some Robertson. This guy
Hmm.
Elvis, this guy's Elvis, man. Sheesh. He be
And
knocking people.
what division? What division?
Oh, what Elvis in?
Yeah,
I I think
Not Cruiser.
I think he's Eastern in the middle. I think he's a light welterweight
Okay, well, light welter. Okay, okay.
because he had 10 knock. He's like 13 because this man he's Dominican right now.
Right, right.
And he's phew, very good fighter. I seen that the second fighter that see that's very on the come up and there's one fighter uh
What division?
he's a Spanish Spanish guy. He's a Spanish guy. Ooh. Oh, Edgar. Edgar.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel Edgar. Definitely Edgar. That's the second one. Edgar. Because because mind you, this guy Edgar, he has his
Edgar Berlanga.
16 first
Yeah,
round KOs in his first 16 fights.
yeah. He's
Oh,
seven.
wow,
Yeah, yeah. 16. Yeah, 16. By knockout.
he gonna be a problem. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he Puerto Rican.
Mm. Yeah, so this man's gonna be a problem.
Hmm. Yeah, he Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. Yeah, super middleweight man. You think he could deal with Canelo?
I don't know, but you might give Canelo problems. You might give him problems.
Oh. You don't reckon saying that? Well, he got him on the height, but we can't. Canelo is not. He ain't no stranger to that. He fought guys that be like 6'5" and stuff. So
Yeah,
man, he ain't.
but this is probably a little bit different.
Man, I got to see that. But 17 by knockout. But see, that's the thing.
16.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of fighters, man, that they come into a fight that had that knockout uh, reputation on them. I don't really, I never really looked at that to be like, oh my God, or nothing like that though, young. You know why? Because I feel like on any given night, anybody could get got. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to Tyson.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
I always remember that. You know,
yeah.
but yeah, I ain't going. Man, look, I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. You
Well,
got,
well, I got one question. For the division with division, you see, we see Devin, Tank, Lopez and Ryan Garcia is like who you like think got the potential of those fighters. Who you think got the most potential of it for your
out of
standpoint?
out of Tank and all them boys.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mentioned Haney. I know everybody like Tank. It's just that with Tank, man, I think I can see him getting hit with the AB syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Because he is from.
Oh,
Yeah, I get. Yeah, not so much with the with like the boxing and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as him being focused, because
mhm.
he got into a little bit of trouble just recently.
Yeah, with car
Eh,
accident.
eh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so that aspect. But Devin Haney, even though his hits aren't as vicious as Tank, he got Tank on the boxing end. Lopez, I don't know about Lopez. He's formidable, but I don't. I just think right now Haney has the most potential out of all of them. But if Tank uh, was able to keep his head together, I would give it to Tank, because Tank reminds me so much of a smaller uh, showboating type, like Roy Jones a little bit with that power, and his power is just so vicious because he's got that arsenal that nobody really can stop. Young, that left uppercut, man, that is vicious, man. Man, no, man, that's a vicious hit right there. So in that aspect, but I got to go with Devin Haney though. You know what I'm saying? I like Devin Haney. I know people been sleeping on.
Oh, yeah, go.
So,
To me, I would not say Devin Haney. But
mhm.
I don't see that.
Well,
Me,
you
I
like Lopez?
no. Lopez probably ain't not. But I say Loma and Garcia. Say both of these fighters,
Which Garcia? Not Danny Garcia.
No,
The the
Ryan
glorif-
Garcia,
the
Ryan.
glorified counter puncher.
No, Ryan. Hold on,
Oh, I'm about to say.
yeah.
Woo. Okay, so you do like Ryan Garcia. See Garcia. Now hey, I know why you said that, young. For y'all generation, hey, that dude right there knows how to market himself. Him and the Paul brothers. Even though Paul and them, you know what I'm saying, they box and don't nobody really take them seriously. But marketability, Ryan Garcia, man, that motherfucker know how to sell a fight for real, man.
Yeah, like I said, but
He,
like he not, but he's not the first one to start. He ain't not the start. Like I remember him and Tank were kind of went at it because Tank started it all. Then
yeah.
Ryan came back right, and then Ryan came out of nowhere. Ryan was like, we're two different people because I don't hit women," and
And then you got yeah, and then you got Mike Tyson. You got
I'm rocking with him. I'm
yeah.
rocking with him.
You got Mike Tyson up in there, making it even more, throwing some more fuel to the fire, up in there instigating and stuff. You got Mike Tyson up in there getting hyped, man. So that motherfucker got marketability, man, on the real. But we got to see. But Ryan Garcia, man, he hungry right now, bro.
Yes. I said this man
I'm surprised
definitely
you said that, man. Like Ryan Garcia, because
young,
yeah,
young, undefeated, very good, undefeated. Has a great chin. And and I say Loma. I said Loma because you saw Loma Lopez fight.
yeah,
Loma beat Lopez. So So that's so. I mean, he.
You talking about Lomachenko?
Yeah, entertainment.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, okay. He lost, but
He lost,
yeah,
and then I ain't gonna lie. Before that though, young, I had Lomachenko up there. I was banking on Lomachenko beating what's it called? Either Crawford or Spence at one point.
yeah.
But I was like,
Loma did gave problems. Loma did gave Lopez problems.
yeah, he did.
He gave Loma problems. Loma no footwork,
But yeah, though, man, y'all heard it first, man. Here, man. I got S Young right here, man. Always a good boxing knowledge, man. Man, pick his brain sometime, man. This young lion, man. He knows his boxing, man. Everybody else that came through and showed love today, JMJ21 and on my page, I thank y'all for showing love, man. Hey, look, man. Y'all go sub to both of my pages. We got the Polo Sports Talking ENT and Polo. I'll be back at y'all again later, man. Gonna cover some other topics, man. Until then, man, young man, you be easy. Salute. Thank you for showing love, man. And
all
y'all
right.
have a good one, man. I'll holler at y'all.